paying for beat collabs. Is it worth it? Is it not? When should you pay for beat collabs? When should you definitely not pay for a beat collab? Do these industry producers give a fuck about you? I don't know, but we're finna find out, because today we're gonna go over everything I just mentioned, and we're paying a platinum selling industry producer for a collab. Let's go. Paying for beat collabs has been a thing in the beat making community for a minute now, but it raises a lot of questions in regards to if it's worth it, how much you should pay for a beat collab, and when should you pay for a beat collab. With more and more sample makers sending loops left and right, it's hard to find a solid reason as to why someone should pay for a collab. And it makes sense. If I can send Lil Baby's producer a pack of melodies to begin with, then why should I pay for a collab? If my melodies are actually fire, it's in his best interest to use them, right? And that's true. But if we add money to the formula, something happens. We create this thing called incentive. And with this incentive, the producer you're collaborating with is more willing to not only develop a more professional relationship with you, but to also take this collab seriously and put more effort in the placement of this beat later on. And this is scientifically proven. When you offer someone something they want up front, they feel this natural urge to make it a fair trade-off. And if you don't believe me, here's Fuse from 808 Mafia saying just that in his own words.
Somebody pays me for a collab. You know, I don't look at it as a jug just to get money. I look at it like, all right, this person paid me for opportunity. I always make sure those are in the circuit of the beats that I send out, opposed to just random, you know, loops that I get and just make beats to and just throw it to the side. And if I happen to play it, I happen to play it. But I feel like there's a little bit more of a responsibility on my end. Like I said, this is just how I operate. When people pay me for something, I feel like I gotta hold up my end.
That being said, paying for collabs should never be a solution. If your beats aren't that good, or if you're having trouble getting placements, paying for collabs is not gonna solve your problem. Actually, now that I think about it, it might solve your problem. It's just gonna be very inefficient. In my opinion, you should only invest in a collab if you A, don't depend on it, B, take it as a learning experience, and C, have some money to spare. At the end of the day, keep in mind that no producer gets 100% of his beats placed, and if you're paying for a collab in hopes of getting a placement, chances are you'll probably be left disappointed and probably broke. But if you've been making beats for a minute and you're happy with where you're at and you just want to, you know, give it a shot and have a couple of your beats just circulating around the so-called industry artists, then cop a beat. What's the worst that can happen? Just make sure you do your research and you don't end up taking out a massive loan to pay an average producer for a beat collab that ends up on a random rapper's mixtape. If you're gonna do it right. The platinum selling industry producer I've decided to work with has made beats for Lil Wayne, Young Thug, Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, Kevin Gates, T Grizzly, Fredo Bang, Young and Ace, and most importantly, 6ix9ine.
Stupid.
Introducing Koncept P. I've been following Koncept P for a minute and he seems like a very diverse producer, so I'm very comfortable paying him and sending him whatever. Since I want to maximize the potential of this collab, my goal is to get Koncept P as emotionally involved in this beat collab as I can. I want him to genuinely enjoy working on this beat, so I'm going to send him a variety of melodies to choose from. You don't want to pay for a collab and send through a single melody, given you don't really know what kind of sound or vibe the other producer is currently into. So I just paid, sent through 6 of my favorite melodies, and now we wait.
2 hours later.
And he just sent it back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with it. Now, am I $200 happy with it? I don't know, I guess time will show, because interestingly enough, he said this. Now, placements don't happen overnight, and quite frankly, this beat might never get placed, and that's okay, because I got to make this video. If placements are not really your thing, and you're more interested in growing your beat selling business, I highly suggest you watch this video right here about how you can make your first 10K selling beats online. With all that being said, thank you for watching. I'd really appreciate if you subscribe, and I'll see you next week.